My name is Carlos Carrier. I'm from the East STEM part of Little Rock. This is my son, Cash Collier, aka Cash Mania, aka the $1 trillion baby, aka the Blessing Kid, aka what else?
Instagram.
aka Instagram. Can I remember when I was gonna be a father and what that was like? I remember it like it was yesterday. I felt like I was at a point in my life where I was in between music and having to choose between music that was paying me a decent amount for my career or going and building my business and scaling it, which was a no-brainer because my business that I was building at the time was making way more than I was ever making in music. So I knew that I had to man up in a sense. I was 30 years old actually, but I had to man up in a sense that I knew I had a kid that was going to be coming in, and if I want to put us in the best position to win, that I had to step up and make a manly decision. So I chose my business over my music, and it's actually kind of strange because I still kind of get to have that type of, intertwined moment with him because, as of now, I've been writing a bunch of all this stuff. He has his own creativity and bars and stuff that he'll come with. We use all that. It's just been a dope experience. I'm a father angle. First time I saw him, man, it was kind of like a gift and a curse because my wife almost died having it. She was flipped the wrong way. And so she had to do emergency C-section because when they flipped her the wrong way, he turned and the cord started making it hard for him to breathe. And we came about it, you can only imagine that thing looked like a massacre, all the blood, but I see this kid and I see her up there just, it was a beautiful feeling. I had to immediately go into, I was the guy that I ain't changing no diapers and I ain't doing this and I ain't doing that. God said, look here, son, I gotta test you and here it is. You can have they make you have a bow before they released you. And her bow was actually coming up the wrong way. That could have not been a good situation. God was like, hey, scared you enough, now get back to business. Never say what you ain't gonna do because I don't know how that could pan out. Man, since he got here, it's been the biggest gift that I've ever been gifted. Anything I could ask for out of life, I'm forever grateful for that. How important is it for parents to be involved, man? I really think it's super important because me on the other side of not having my mom, not having my dad in my life until I was like late 20s. And I know what that felt like. So for me, my only goal was to be the best version of myself for him that I would have wanted my dad to be for me if I could have redone that. And we started off with a solid foundation of confidence. I believe that confidence is a great indicator just for the kids to believe that they can be anything, they can do anything. One of the things me and his mom, we always do is we don't shut them out. You hear me asking 1,000 questions. I'm gonna answer all 1,000 of them. Now you may have to say, excuse me, or you may have to say, Dad, and I'm gonna say, give you 1 minute, and that's how you teach them patience. Learning, they always constantly learn. So he might blurt out, oh, Dad, it's taking too long. Well, guess what? You wait some more, son, because it might take a little longer because I'm still talking. We human, we're gonna make mistakes, but the plan is to not make as many. And, that's how we live our lives, and you get the gift out of the kids that you get because we don't shed his thoughts out. What do you want to do? We know what we want for you, but you gotta like it once we build it. And then if you don't like it, let's figure out what you like. If you like it, let's figure out what you like because you have to add your vision to what we're building. And you get something as big as the world when you build it that way.
You feel like you taught him that you want him.
One lesson that I would have wanted to always stick with him is to always find the good in everything, no matter how bad, right, it seems. Because everything happens for a reason. If you can find the good, you're going to stay in those bad feelings because we know what those do mentally or what they can do. So to keep his brain focused on, I can feel like I'm upset because something didn't go my way. But I can't stay there, right? Because you create like feelings around those feelings. So if you start out feeling good, you end up feeling good, you land somewhere around great or close to it, and that's what we all aiming to be. So
what's next for you and Cash, man? What y'all got cooking, man?
Man, we turning up right now with a party, bro. How you say that? What you say in that song? What you say? How it go? Okay then. Okay then. Okay then. Okay then. Let's go. Another thing we got dropping is Cash has vitiligo. That's what that is on his nose right there. God bless you to do what?
I'm looking for the clouds on my skin. We're celebrating vitiligo.
Hey, it's vitiligo month. So during vitiligo month, we're gonna actually release his clothing brand. It's called Smile More. Spread more inspirational love everywhere. So that's our mission. That's our motto. If I can't leave you with a smile, I don't feel like my job was accomplished for the day. When we said we gotta wake up and feel good. What's the best? One of the best feelings we all can relate to. A smile. No matter how down we are, no matter how bad we feel, it takes 1 second to what?
1 second. Feel better.